data binding 7.html. In data binding 7.html file, we will be working on adding the data, listing the data, deleting the data from array. A script will be there. Then we'll have call body tag. Now inside the body tag, you write h1, add list, delete data from array. Okay, next after this, create a place where you want to display the data. That is id equal to any id or container. Under this container, we want to form the HTML that will come from the JavaScript side. Next, we will write a variable called anything book list as an array, and next one function getBook. Inside this getBook function, we will be reading the data from array and will display inside the page. So now inside the array, first keep some 1, 2, 3 element. Suppose call HTML. Next you add call CSS. Next you add call Java. This is some default element we added here. So once our page will execute, once the page will run, at that time we should be able to see the some content. Now again we require a temporary variable data we can create with empty element, empty value. Then we can run the map function. Booklist.map and you will read individual element from array. You will read individual elements for array. Now after this, data plus equal to, you will create the division, open division and close the division. So assume inside the book list array we have 3 book. So the loop will run 3 times, and 3 times it will create the division, open the division and close the division. Indirectly 3 division it will create, and the division will get assigned to the book variable, the data variable. Again you will write here data plus equal to, open a p tag, close the p tag, and inside the p tag write book name plus
Sir, why didn't you write div tag in same line only?
You can write in the same line also. Line length will get increased. When you read from your side, you will feel difficulties. So I have break into 2 lines. Next we can write here another one. Data plus equal to button will open and will close the button. We'll add here called delete, and then let's again close the button. Next after that, so now how many lines happen? 3 lines happen. So if I keep all in one line, one division open close in the same, if you write a one, the length will get increased. In between line break will happen automatically. When you look from your side, you will feel like where is open, where is a close, you will do a mistake. So for that purpose, to make it proper, we made it. You have attended yesterday class. What's your name? So Somek.
Yes, sir. I attended, sir.
I have explained you in this.
No, sir. Yes, sir. I saw that, but you were writing in one line. But today, this different format.
Okay, let me put all in one line. So this is one format, okay?
Acha.
Now let me come here and write like this. Data plus equal to division open. Okay. Next again paragraph open. Again plus book name I will add here. Next again after that I will add here close the p tag. Close the p tag. Again after that I'll open a button right inside called delete. Close the button. Okay. Again after that I'll close the division. Want like this, correct?
Yes, sir. Yesterday's class was like this.
You should not relate yesterday class and today class. Now if I write here on click equal to, if I call a function inside delete book, inside if I write something, now see line got broken. If I need to add some more thing inside this, what will happen? It will continue. So you will feel like there is multiple line happen. Where is end? Where is not end? If I add one more button inside called edit button, delete button added. If I add after this one more edit button, now you see this is looking clean or this is looking clean. Which one is looking clear?
Yes, sir, the previous one is looking clean, sir.
Which one? First one or second one?
First one.
So,
Now, whichever you will understand, I'll write that only. If you want to write everything in one line, I'll write multiple line, because in between at this place, suppose if it is going in the same line here, you cannot break like this. You cannot press the enter key. If you press the enter key, it's error. Understood? So you cannot press the enter key, it's become an error. You have to write everything in the same line. If you write everything in the same line, if the code length get increased, you will feel like difficulties. Okay, because you have to write also. So when you read it and write it, you will feel like where is open, where is closed. Here what happened? In the first line, division open and store under the data variable. Last line, division close and keep under the data variable. Now division open in the beginning, division close in the last. In between what happened? One paragraph open and close. So this paragraph will be the part of division. Again one button open and close. So this button also will be the part of division. Okay. If you want to add some more thing, you can keep adding here. At this place, you can add one more line called edit. One line you can add. You want to add some more line. All will be the part of which one? div. Okay, so which one you are comfortable, I will write the same method. If you want to write line by line, this is also okay. Or if you want to write in the single line everything, that is also okay. Now tell me which one I should follow, the first or second?
So the first one is better, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is better.
Other people?
Yeah, first one is better.
Okay, so add this line one. Now you want to see how it is generating. I'll show you through the /n you keep here, and here also you keep /n, and here also you keep /n, and here you put double /n. Okay, /n will break the line in JavaScript. It will not break the line in HTML. /n is only to break the line in JavaScript. Console.log. I'll keep here call that data variable. So inside data variable, one division is open and close. Inside the division, paragraph is open close. Then after paragraph, button is open close. So multiple line of code you can adjust easily within the same division. Now I will run this file and we'll see. Okay, so let's write everyone, then we'll run together and we'll see in console how it is forming the division. /n console.log you have written, and this function getBook function you will call here, where on click equal to getBook function. So when your page will be refreshed, once you run the page, this function will get called automatically. It's okay, or you feel again uncomfortable, I'll remove onload and we'll create a button here. Button open, button close, and book list button. If you click on that, book list, on click once you do, you call the getBook function. So this is on button click now. Once you run the page, it will not give the result directly. After running the page, once you click on button, okay, so now we can run this file and we'll see once what is going to happen in console. Run this file. After running, you will do the right click and open the inspect. Run this file and do the right click and open the inspect. Right click and select the inspect element. Inspect. Right click, inspect some option will come, select that, go to console, and the what output we have written, it will come in console. You will click on button, then say division open, division close, inside the division paragraph and button. Again division open close, paragraph button, division open close, paragraph and button. So it is generated by your JavaScript. It is generated by JavaScript. But how many times this division has generated? As the number of element inside your array. 3 element we have inside the array. 3 times the loop has run. The loop has run 3 times. And every time it create a div tag. Every time it create a div tag. And inside the div tag, it create a paragraph and it create a button. It create the paragraph and it create the button. Save now and check once. Is it coming in console? It will show line number also. You can check line number, it will show. Console is the place where you can find out the error. Line number, it will show what error, single quote, double quote. Check once. Console. So how many elements we have? That many division it will create. And now under each division, you will have some one paragraph and one button. 3 element it was coming. I will add one more. Node.js, and then we'll see what is going to happen. Node.js I wrote. Let's run again. Click on button, see in console. 4 element got generated. 4 element was inside that your array. So now 4 division is generating. 4 division is getting generated. And each division have the name of the element as well as button. Name of the element is inside the p tag and button is okay. Come next. Instead of passing that content into the console, we'll remove /n, and this list of division that you are generating, you have to send to this container using inner HTML. Document.getElementById dot get element by ID, which ID container dot inner HTML equal to that variable called data variable. Okay, document dot get element by ID, particular ID dot inner HTML. So which ID? Container dot inner HTML equal to data. Now when we do on button click, then this function will get called getBook. GetBook will read the data from array and form the division, and that list of division pass inside the container, something like this. Something like this. Everywhere there is a delete button, your element delete. You can add some CSS to make it more better. Style open close, and for container as container display colon grid before that width 80%, somewhere 80%, and margin colon auto. So it will take the 80% of the screen size and it will display in the middle, and it will be following the method as a grid. Inside the grid again, grid template columns, or what is that property? We wrote yesterday somewhere. Grid template columns. Let it be 4 in one line. Next, after that, inside the container, you will have div tag. Inside the container, you will have div tag. Inside the container, you will have div tag. This div tag, you can apply little margin somewhere 20 px, and padding also somewhere 15 px, and text align center, and background any color we can write. We have written yesterday purple color. Okay, next after that, inside this div you have the p tag. Inside the div we have the p tag. So has container, under the container we have div, under that we have the p tag. For that p tag you can put font size 22 px, and color white color. Color is a white. Okay, hope wrote. Let's check now how is the look. It should look like this. Every block will have a button as well as text, button and text. Right? So column count, if you put as a 5, will be helpful. Width will not be huge width, and within less width, the content will be optimized properly. How many I wrote? 2, 4, 5. But not happen. I should replace it. Margin auto I have written. Okay, because total elements are 4 only because of that. If you add one more element, okay, that is enough. So you can add 5 or 4, your wish. Next, CSS, what it says, ID is the container. For that we displayed grid we made. Number of column, how many we required, we added 5. Now inside the div container, whichever the division you are generating under the container is representing this one. And division, container of division represent this one, this division. And container of P represent this one, paragraph. Because division and paragraph, indirectly it will come under this one only, under the container itself. So when runtime, CSS will find under the container if any division is there. For that, this many property will get applied. And if any P tag is there, for that, this many property will get applied. Okay. And next after that, okay. Next after that, what we can do is this. First, I have written this button on load. So I'll add here again same thing. So instead of on click, the data of this page will appear on load. Whenever you refresh the page, data will appear. You don't have to click on button to see the record. Page refresh, data will come. Page refresh. Okay. Now let me remove this button, and for this H1 tag, I'll keep align equal to center. Align equal to now let us check once. Data is getting listed on load. Oh, something went wrong. What I wrote, it's on click, sorry, it should be on load. On load is the event of JavaScript. On load is especially for body tag. Whenever the page will refresh, when the body will load. Okay. When the body will load, then this element will get called. Okay, something like this. On load. Next work will be list happen. Delete button we have provided. Delete we have not written. Still we'll write it. First, let's add the new element. So let me know your data is listing. Right? Data is listing on load. As a front-end developer, your responsibility will be data will come from the backend in the form of JSON. Bulk data will come. Now from that JSON, you have to read the data. And after that, according to given design, you have to convert into output. And design should not break down. Okay, that is the main expertise area of front-end developer. You will not write the database SQL query, you will not write the web service and all. You should have expertise on handling the data. When the data come from the backend in the form of array or JSON, that JSON you should be able to form into the actual output. And that also according to given design. Where This kind of code will come frequently. Anywhere on internet, if you see, you will find the HTML code will be embedded inside the JavaScript. Okay. So this is you are generating dynamic HTML. One place we have written the division, open, close, paragraph, open, close, button, open, close. But when the page run, how many times you see the output? 4 times, right? So this way you can say the dynamic HTML. You are generating as a dynamic DHTML you are doing. Dynamic HTML you are creating. Now come below, add another not division tag, okay, or add div tag is also fine. P tag also you can add. Inside this P tag, we want to create a text box called enter book name. Input type equal to text. Input type equal to text. Input type equal to text. ID is required. ID equal to new book. Next, we required one button where we'll do the action. Save book. On click equal to call the function called save. Okay, hope ready. See now you will have one text box. Okay, so it's appear in the left side. We'll keep align center. Should be in the middle. So it will come in the middle. The middle. When we'll enter any book name and click on save button, that will keep appending inside this list. Next will be our wish whether we want to add in the beginning or last or middle. Anywhere we can add. Okay, let's go next. First, write a function called save. Save equal to okay. Create a variable book name equal to document dot get element by ID. Now document what it represent current page. In current page, we have one element, we have one tag. For that tag, you have given the name called, you have given the ID called new book. So you are implementing get element by ID. It is going to find out in current page a element whose ID is new book. If new book is exist, then take their value. Take their value and store under this variable called book name variable. So document dot get element by id. In current page, find out those elements whose id is new book. If exist, then what to do? Dot value. Take the value and store under the new book name variable. And from book name variable, let's alert it first. Alert the book name without any kind of single quote, double quote. Just alert simply that variable. Okay, provided book name. Now save it. Let's run the file. Enter any name under the text field and click on save button. That alert should come. Anything you enter here, click on save button, alert should come. Anything, save button, alert should come. Right? So value is able to come till variable. Now from variable, we can push inside this book list. So I'll give you.
Sir, value is a function or not, sir?
It's a property.
Okay.
Book list dot push. Push book name. So this will add at end of the array. Add at end of array. At end of the array. Another function is there called splice. Not splice, unshift. Unshift. It at beginning of array. Check this too. If it is happening, then I'll guide you how to add in between of the array. Same book name will get added in the beginning of the array and same book name will get added at the end of the array. This function, why we are calling again get book function? After adding new element, reload the list. After adding new element, reload the list. After adding new element, reload the list. To reload the list, you have to call again get book function. So let's go here and add here call Angular. Angular. Hello. Yeah, hello. Tell me, tell me. Angular we added Angular and click on save button. See, Angular gone to the beginning, Angular came in the last also. So push function will add in the last and unshift function will add in the beginning. Another function we have called splice. Splice, add element.
We do it in alphabetical order.
No. Array.splice. Okay. It will add position wise. So one added in the beginning, this one added in the last, this added in the beginning, and your book list dot splice. Splice, and after that in a splice function you have to pass three parameters. First parameter where you want to add. So assume we want to add on second position. And what you want to add? We want to add call book name. Okay. We want to add the book name. We want to add the book name, and where we want to add on 2 position. Then what is the value of 0? A splice function work in two ways. Using a splice function, we can delete the element also, as well as we can add the element also. So when we delete the element, that time we pass as a 1. And when we add the element, that time we have to pass as a 0. It is fixed value. Listen properly. A splice function will work in two ways. A splice function will delete the element also from the array. A splice function will add the element also inside the array. While deleting the element, we have to pass the fixed value as a 1. While adding the value, we have to pass the fixed value as a 0. But in this, you can see 0 is there and remaining 2 more parameter is there. What is the first one? First one is called position. Inside the book list where you want to add this element. So we want to add the element on second position. What is in my array in second position? Let me show you. On second position, we have this one 0, 1, 2. This is called as a CSS. Now, at second position, we want to add the new element. Okay. Next, after that, what is the element? So, element is available under the book name. So, it is going to add the value on a specific position. So, all three solutions is found. Number one, if you want to add in the last, then push function. If you want to add in the beginning, then which one? Unshift function. If you want to add in between anywhere, then which one? Splice function. Check this working or not. Hello. Where are you now? Kalamandir or opposite Kalamandir? Next to Kalamandir, see Ambarathur. There is soft called Ambarathur. Next to Kalamandir, sir. Alcatraz. Hello. Hello. Not no, Next to that Tennessee, Columbia South India, after that you will find the Varanasi. Next to that, no, next to that Tennessee, Columbia South India. This number you have in WhatsApp. Hello. Hello. Next to top, next to that top, you can see hypertension. Second floor, hippocampus. Come inside and wait in the reception. We guide you. Okay, so you added where it is adding. This will add on which position? Second position in array. You can change that position. Let me come here and see now. So in my second position, we have an element called JavaScript. Now I will add here again call React. React should come in the beginning, React should come in the last, and React should come at the position of JavaScript also. JavaScript will shift it to the next. Now you see, React is in the beginning, React is in the last, and at the place of JavaScript, what got added? 0, 1, 2. Second position got added, which one? Call as a React. No, right. The CSS will go next. CSS position got occupied by new element. So the CSS has to move next. And HTML was here. HTML position got occupied by someone else. HTML has to change the position. Okay. So last adding, beginning adding, and then which position? Second position is also adding. So according to your need, you can add anywhere. Right? I'll send you the code, complete file. I'll send you in the chat. Data binding 7. You can use that file. Okay. Next, after this, we can go for the next one, like how to delete the element. So you can enter any value. Your value will get added on the particular position. Right? Delete related. How to delete now? So for that, write next function. Where delete book. Now, while deleting the book, you need to know which book user want to delete. Okay, while deleting the book, we need to know which book the user want to delete. So for that, we require to know the index number, index position. We'll write here call book index and alert the book index also. alert the book index also. Alert the book index also. Next, we can call the delete book function and we'll pass the index and we'll understand whether book index is getting processed or not. So we have to go to the delete button that we have written in the beginning. Under the listing function, we have a function called delete. In delete button, now you will call on click equal to on click equal to you will call the delete book function, and inside the delete book function, we have to pass the value of index. The index we have here 0, 1, 2, 3. That index we need to pass here. Index is a variable, and you can see everywhere variable how you are passing. We have to do the concatenation. Since it is a string, inside the string we cannot pass the variable directly, so we have to do the concatenation here. Plus plus index is required this way. Something like this. So inside the button, on click you are calling the delete function, delete book, and under the delete book you are passing the index as a 0, 1, 2, 3. How many elements will be there? For every element it will become as a parameter 0, 1, 2, 3, and on click this function will get called. Whenever we call it on click, it will get called. On click it will get called. Right? Check now. On click, delete is happening. On click, alert should come. Refresh your page and check on click. On click. Right. The alert should come whenever we click. Now go next and check once. On click, the index position will come. Coming index position. If you have question why we added this so many story, delete this plus and delete this and check this is working or not. You will think like why plus plus unnecessary is required, correct? The remove plus plus, put only index. Okay, and then check what is the value. Click on button, see alert is coming or not. It's become an error. Or you will pass here 0, 1, 2, 3 manually. For every element it will pass 1 only. For every element it will pass 2 itself. We wanted to make it a dynamic, correct? Now let me show you. I given 1. Anywhere I'll click, it will give as a 1. You will delete the Node.js and it will delete the CSS. Okay. Plus plus index. There is no other syntax apart from this. Okay. Inside the script, if you are calling a function with a parameter, that also not a static parameter, dynamic parameter. You have to use that line. You want to see how it is happening? Then let me show you. I'll go here, right click and inspect, and I'll show you the first division. Inside the first division we have button, and in delete button what is the value? 0. Let me go to the second one. Delete button, what is the value? 1. Third division, delete book, what is the value? 2. Fourth one, delete book, what is the value? 3. Right? So this becomes a unique now. It is the index of your array. Index of the array. Come next. After that, first modify your code this and check once. Okay, hope done. Come down. Now quickly we can delete. We can call the function called splice, and under the splice function we can pass the book index, and then we can pass here call 1. 1 represent how many element you are deleting. 1 represent how many element you want delete. So we are deleting only 1 element, so we pass 1. If we pass 2, then it will delete 2 element. And call this get book list function again. Check once working or not happening. Let me know also. I'll come back in 2 minutes. Try once. Reload is happening, delete is happening. Delete happening. Wait once. Delete is happening or not? Delete happening. Delete is happening. Book index comma 1. Okay, so it should be something wrong I wrote. It should be array dot splice. You can't write directly splice. Array dot splice. Book list dot splice. Okay, book list dot splice. Book list dot splice. Last number 1, what it represent? Let me guide you. You can write book list dot splice. And when I click on JavaScript, it delete only JavaScript. We are given index as well as how many. Index is coming under the book index variable, and how many you want to delete? That's called 1. Now let me write here called 2. I wrote called 2. So what will happen is, if I delete the CSS, then the CSS position is 1. So 1 will get deleted, and along with that, 1 more will get deleted, because position you have given, and from position you are saying how many? 2. So from this position count 1 as well as 1. So 2 element will get deleted. See, JavaScript and CSS both is gone. Right? If I add here call 3, then from given position, total 3 element will get deleted. 3 I given. Now when I go here, call as a, let me click on HTML. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all 3 should go. See, all gone. Pending is which one? Node.js. Right? So hope we are clear with the splice function. Splice function will work in 2 ways, while adding the element as well as while deleting the element. While adding the element, first we have to give the position where you want to add. Second, we have to give a fixed value for 0. That's an identifier, because Splice wanted to know what you are doing. Are you adding or deleting? Okay, and the third parameter is called your new element. So new element you have a store under the book name. That's while adding. While deleting, again, Splice wanted to know which you want to delete. Give me the position. So you will give the position. And then Splice wanted to know how many you want to delete. So people will say, definitely if you are deleting one, you want to delete only one. So most of the places people write one only, because where we click on delete, that only should get deleted, right? You will not find most of the places 2 or 3 or 4. Okay. Again, reason of this, what is the number? Number represent from given position, how many you want to delete. So from given position, we want to delete only one. So your save is happening, delete is happening, list is happening, list is also happening, right? We can see the edit also. Okay, but to do the edit in this code, we have to modify it or something. That may be difficult for you first. So edit, I will not teach you today. Edit, I'll teach you in the tomorrow session. Today, you need to do some homework related to this. And after that, if you are able to do, then we'll work on edit part. Maybe we'll take the same file, data binding 7 file, and in that we'll add the edit button and we'll apply the functionality on edit. Okay. Next, homework, what should be related to that? Single dimensional array. Input, output will be everywhere. Design will get changed. Okay. Let me give you one small task. The first task. First task is, you will have one text box and there will be button also. Save. Button called save. Now when you click on save, what should happen? Like suppose I enter call something, Apple. Apple will come here. Zero colon 0 dot Apple. It should come like this. Okay. After that, it should be like this. How many characters are there? 5. So there should be 5. Assume before that you have enter call mango. This is also 5. Assume second you have entered before that grapes. This is called 6. This is the one task. Now you see in that. What is the value reflecting here? What is the last value? Apple. Where the apple appear? In the beginning. So you will not use the push function here. You will use called unshift function. Unshift function you have seen in today's example. Unshift function will add the element in the beginning of the array. Okay. This is the one work. Second task. Second task. Again, you will have a text box. You will have a button. Button. Now, whichever the item you enter, it should display in tabular format. It should display like table. It should display in table. It should display in table. Okay. Something like this. Now, what will be the first? This will be serial number. This will be called name of the item. And this will be called as a action. Serial number will come definitely from 0, then 1, then 2. Then this is called apple. This is called mango. And this is called grapes. Here is by default as a grapes. That represent the the last value is not in the beginning. The last value where? In the last. So here you will use the push function. And next, last you will have a button called delete. Delete, delete and delete. Still functionality is save, list and delete. Here we have added only one, how to print the index and how to print the length of the array, length of the element, number of character. Okay. Design is different. Saving part you have seen, listing you have seen, delete is seen. Just difference is what of design. We have display the data in division paragraph. Now you will display in the table. So take this both the photo and try your level best. If you can do, will be helpful for you. Okay, so photo taken. I've sent in the group also. Like that. Look like possible or difficult? Today file, this all are the file. If this file, data binding 7. Download it. It's available in your chat. Okay, thank you.